Good evening, dear viewers, and welcome to another show of your daily show achievements. I'm your host, Fatma Al-Hajri, and this evening I am joined by my co-host, Abdul Latif. Good evening, Abdul Latif.
Good evening, Fatma, and as my colleague said, we are your hosts and we will take you through this episode, so stay tuned.
A successful identity is built on things a person has done. Your most important accomplishments are a very important way for you to measure your success. Colleagues, competitors, and the general public can look at a person's achievements to figure out how successful they are. Most of the time, putting in a lot of work pays off. Most people think a successful life is one of a lot of things to be proud of. When you finish a task, you win over problems or other people. Achieve means to work together to reach a hard and challenging goal. Everyone should be ready to help out and work together if they need to. There are many ways to reach your goal, but in the end, it's up to you to decide how it will pay out in your life. In their careers, some people want to get rich and will be well known. Some people think that even small victories are reasons to have a party. We're all different, so we all have our own thoughts on everything. In the end, though, everyone wants to be happy, and everything you do in life will help you to get closer to that ultimate goal.
That was beautiful.
That was really wonderful.
Thank you.
And welcome back, our dear viewers. Tonight, we're having with us one of the most successful individuals in Kuwait. He is known as an artist. His passion is all about music. He's already participated in many concerts and private concerts, and also what we call here in Kuwait, Samrat. And his instrument is violin. Please welcome with us Mr. Abdulaziz Adlami. Welcome, Mr. Abdulaziz, and thank you for being here with us at the show.
Thank you so much. Thank you for you guys. Thank you so much.
It's our pleasure to have you with us. Of course, Mr. Abdulaziz, we'd like to know more about your early steps into this passion. So can you tell us about it?
Okay. At the beginning, I born in a
musical family.
Yeah, musical family. My dad, he has a musical ears. My mom also, my brothers, my grandfather actually.
I think this is beautiful to see the entire family from your grandparents.
They're interested in music. They are
yes.
very interested in music. Also, my dad plays oud, and my older brother play also guitar and piano, trumpet, nai.
So many instruments.
Yeah, so many instruments.
And also the violin, as we can see here, you play the violin. So it's beautiful. Yeah. There's a family legacy that's going on here. It's really beautiful.
Look, my trip with the violin, it started at 2017 at December. I bought, or my dad bought for me my first violin. I was in the high school, and step by step, you
started to learn more about the instrument.
Yeah, I got in the field.
So was it your first instrument that you tried, the violin?
No, actually it was the piano. at the kindergarten. I was 6-year-old or 5-year-old maybe.
At a very young age, do you
Very
learn the
special.
piano? I think that's very interesting.
Yeah.
It is.
I was really young.
You remember just vaguely that you used to play and you're really good at it, but
Yeah.
your passion switched when it comes to the instrument. You started with of course, the violin, and we can
Which
see
is
you
better, the
play-
violin, I think.
I think for everyone
More
they
feelings.
have a different instrument, but I think everything is beautiful. I love the piano as well, and all instruments, they have different techniques, different notes, even
Yeah,
the
of course,
sounds.
Of course, every musical instrument, it has its own soul, its own atmosphere. It's every instrument is good.
But Abdul Latif, you
So-
prefers the violin.
Yeah, because it's more attached to your feelings.
Yeah.
But we would love to know about your home background. We already know that your entire family is into music.
Yeah.
But if it was in the wrong way, if it was on the wrong way, maybe in the other way. I mean, sorry about that. If your family members wasn't into music, do you think that will affect you?
No. No. Actually, I started my trip by hearing some music from different countries, from different cultures. I heard the classical music in really young age. Not just the classical music, the hip hop music.
I think Oriental music is what you try.
Yeah, Oriental music.
Yes,
yeah.
of course. It's
yeah.
kind of different, but
Yeah, it's
I think it
different.
has different notes, and I think it's a different technique than
Yeah.
Western.
Sure. Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
of course. And what really made you choose this line to walk in? Because you mentioned you have a musical family. So did you have other options that you wanted to pursue, or was this something you always wanted to do?
No, that's something I always wanted.
You always wanted to do
Yeah.
that. I think it's nice to have the family every now and then, especially to play music, even at family gathering. I think they always wait for you guys to come and show up because you're like the musical
Yeah.
family. You have this fun energy with you.
Yeah, it's like we're happy, you know,
Yes,
because of the music.
yes, that's true.
Yeah.
That's really special. So can you tell us about the music that you prefer to listen to? There is a certain type, of course.
No, there is not a certain type.
English
not a-
music or Arabic one.
But I like to hear every music, every music.
But there is a type that close to your heart that made you think that, okay, I like it more. Because for me, I love that the songs that been covered by other an artist, like Adele, a song for Adele that been covered by someone who's unknown that sing it more with feelings.
Yes, sometimes
Uh-huh,
that's true.
uh-huh,
That
uh-huh.
you can tell like someone is really having a lot of emotions when they're singing the same lyrics of a different artist.
Yeah.
Yeah, every person has his own feelings, his own emotions, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course, and we have so much more to ask you, so stay with us, dear viewers, as we go out for this report.
Art can be divided into many categories. Some define art as the expression of human creative skills and imagination, which is typically presented in a visual and sound form, such as painting, sculpture, acting, singing, music, and producing works, to be appreciated primarily for their beauty or emotional power. Moreover, in art, there are types that define as major arts and others as minor art. The three major types of art are painting, sculpture, and architecture. Hence, minor arts are referring to commercial or decorative style art. In our lives today, art has a great impact on each one of us, and we usually practice it every day without noticing. Art is very important because it can communicate information, shape our everyday lives, make a social statement, and be enjoyed for aesthetic beauty. Another major type of art is music. Music is a vocal or instrumental sound combined in such way as to produce beauty of form, harmony, and expression of emotion. Music holds a very important role in our lives. It has the ability to deeply affect mental states and raise our mood. When we need it, it gives us energy and motivation. When we are worried, it can soothe us and encourage us. In other cases, when we are feeling defeated, it can surely re-inspire us. Music is also very powerful and beneficial to the society. It is strong enough to let us connect and influences us in a way that makes us feel fundamentally different from other forms of communication. Many of us might feel that no one understands the feeling a person is going through, except music, because it has the ability to connect with oneself. Moreover, after being able to connect with music, a human can express themselves and find a sense of understanding among peers. Art does not only stop there, it includes many more types. Another major type of art is painting. Painting is the action or skill of using painting, either in a picture or as a decoration. The purpose of painting can be used to communicate ideas and thoughts. It can be used as a tool for self-expression, as a form of therapy, or even as a means to find beauty in life. The art of painting also captures a moment in time, historical events, social ideas, and concepts including political or social commentary. Other than painting can be used as a form of therapy, it has many benefits to the human being. For instance, painting develops our creativity and supports emotional well-being. It also builds our problem-solving skills and improves our memory and concentration. Moreover, painting can develop communication skills and relieve stress while also allow us to practice mindfulness through painting.
That was wonderful.
That was really good. I
Quite
think
the performance that you
That's true.
love to hear.
Thank you so much.
So, welcome back, our viewers, and welcome back, Abdulaziz. So, after this good thing that we just listened to from you, can you tell us the most music that you like to play frequently?
I like to play our Arabic music or our Middle Eastern music. Yeah, that's what I play at the most of time.
So what about your favorite artist? Who's your favorite artist? I'm
that's
sure
a
you
good
have a
one.
lot.
Yeah,
So, of course. So if you had to
that's
pick
a hard
and
question
choose.
actually. It's here's Muhammad Abdu. Yeah, he's my favorite artist.
I think
Abdu.
that's a really
Yeah.
nice choice.
Of course, but do you have maybe another one? Can you name like 2 or 3? Because Muhammad Abdu is, everyone knows him and love him. But maybe you have like someone who no one knows about him a lot. Someone touched your heart.
Ali Abdul Karim from Saudi Arabia.
Can you tell us a story behind some of the songs that touched your heart and made you who you are today?
There is a song. I have a story with this song.
Would love to hear it.
Yeah, of course. Tell us, please.
Okay. And before
I think in the beginning, sometimes when you start listening to musicians, you kind of listen to their stories, how they started, where they reached. I think
And-
that can affect you some
Yeah.
way,
And-
because sometimes even their songs have a different meaning.
Yes, and of course, when you see their story, it gets really attached to your heart, and you think, okay, I want to have a story like them, and somehow you manage to have a better story than them.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you have a
Sure.
story behind the violin.
The violin. I call it my girl.
Your girl.
Yeah, my daughter actually. I love it so much, and I think it will be with me with my
How many years
my
will it
life.
All
Your
of your
entire
life.
Yeah,
life.
my entire life. Yeah.
And
Of
maybe
course.
even your son or your daughter, inshallah, when they come, you will also give them maybe a lessons with violin.
Of course.
He comes
course,
from
yeah.
the musician,
Yeah,
musicianal
definitely.
family.
Sure.
Of course, I can tell. Like sometimes, if you're really passionate about music, you teach your kids just like your parents did.
Yeah, inshallah, they will learn music.
So we know that Samrat is really close to your heart, and Samrat is the Kuwaiti traditional concert. So can you tell us about what Samrat represent to you here in Kuwait?
Samrat is the beginning of any musician here in Kuwait. I'm talking in Kuwait. It's a society. It's a actually.
I think sometimes Samrat usually really happens in Kuwait more often because we have concerts only on occasions such as like National Days.
National Day.
But sometimes if you want to have a small gathering or a celebration, you usually have Samrat.
It's Samrat. It's all the time there is a Samrat.
You
Every
don't need
weekend,
an occasion.
Every Friday,
Yes.
every Friday at after 10 p.m. Definitely there is Samrat, and I go to it a lot.
Yeah, it's there is it's the atmosphere. It's amazing.
It's cheerful. There is
Yeah,
a lot of
cheerful,
energy.
and we all know each other, and we are friends, and there is nothing to worry about.
Yes,
you know?
of course.
Yeah,
So it can be less stressful for you as a musician.
Of course,
It's different
yeah.
from being on stage. On stage, there's a lot of crowd, a lot of people you don't know. And when you're around family members and people you know, you really do feel at ease.
yeah.
Samrat is really
Samrat
really wonderful.
is more comfortable than stages.
So I want to tell you about. I wanted to ask you about the things that you do, what you love, which is your hobby. Of course, you have your favorite time about your hobby. You have like maybe swimming or except maybe
Different
training.
activity.
Yeah, different activities. Can you tell us when it's the time that you do your hobby?
It's just the music.
It's just the music.
You're
the
just
music.
passionate about music. You don't
Yeah.
do
So
anything
when you
else.
train for violin, for example, when do you like to train?
Look, as a music student, I'm studying music right now, and I am finishing my foundation year in the Higher Institute of Musical Arts. So my study is my practice, and my practice is my study. So I have to study. I have to.
So
practice.
you do it full time.
Yeah.
Of
Yeah.
course. And
Yeah, and also when you get a job, maybe you will be a school teacher for music teacher.
Yeah. I will be a music teacher, inshallah.
of
Inshallah.
course, and I think sometimes for musicians as well, if you noticed, Abdul Latif, they usually play a different instruments every once in a while, try
Yeah.
something new. So do you do that also, or you're just stuck with the violin?
No, I do that. I play piano, oud, and violin, which I'm
More passionate
yeah,
about?
more passionate.
Of course, stay with us, ladies and gentlemen, when we come back for more after this report.
Abdulaziz Al-Dlaimi is a Kuwaiti violinist. He found his passion at a very young age. Abdulaziz also managed to perform with other professional singers abroad. For example, Abdulaziz has been able to play his violin for Kuwaiti students studying abroad in Newcastle, United Kingdom, for the celebration of the Kuwaiti National and Liberation Day. Abdulaziz also played different songs for popular Kuwaiti singers through his violin. Abdulaziz had many experiences playing his violin in official theater. This has given him the chance to focus more on his goal and what he loves doing the most. He is unique in his own way and has his special technique playing the violin. He participated in theaters in Kuwait and Saudi Arabia. The violin is a bowed-stringed musical instrument that evolved during the Renaissance from earlier bowed instruments. The violin is probably the best known and most widely distributed musical instrument in the world. It has been traditionally used as an accompaniment to singing. Hence, it is an important classical solo instrument, as well as proudly taking place at the front of orchestras. Abdulaziz has faced his entire focus on playing the violin. He proudly joins concert theaters and shows his unique presence at the front. In 2021, Abdulaziz managed to present his own song titled Qut al-Hin. He has put all his effort to make this song possible. During the season of winter in Kuwait, it is lovely to head out and enjoy the beautiful weather. During this season, Abdulaziz and his band went to Failika Island and presented a wonderful show to the guests. It was professional and included high-quality music. We are happy and proud of Abdulaziz for being a Kuwaiti violinist and providing his music across Kuwait. It is certainly a unique and important hobby that is very inspiring. Moreover, to celebrate the National and Liberation Days of Kuwait, Abdulaziz and his band headed to the United Kingdom to participate in a live theater. This theater was filled with Kuwaiti students who currently study abroad. They sang Kuwaiti songs that made all of the students happy. In addition, it brought a lot of love feelings among the guests, especially being a special occasion to our beloved country Kuwait. The band and the guests of the theater had the best experience. Abdulaziz is always looking forward to improve himself and continues working on new music. Not only this has become his passion, but also his career. Playing the violin and representing our beloved country Kuwait has become one of the most important goals to Abdulaziz. He's a creative young Kuwaiti man that no matter what, he's willing to chase his dream forever.
wonderful.
Thank you for that amazing
Thank you.
play.
Yeah.
It was really remarkable performance for that. Thank you really, Abdulaziz. And getting back to the questions, what I want to ask you about Abdulaziz's biggest fan. Of course, you have one.
My biggest fan, my closest friends, and my family, of course.
Okay, of the family, can you give us like a name or a member of the family, like your father maybe or someone?
Or maybe your brother.
Yeah.
Both.
Both of them.
Yeah, both of them. Yeah.
Of
Yeah,
course.
he cannot tell the name because they're gonna see this interview.
Of
and
course, and they're going to be talking to him later on.
Yeah.
So, when it comes to your brother Mubarak, do you think he helps you get more motivated when it comes to music? Do you look up to him when he plays?
Yeah, of course. He plays before me, actually, and I learned from him so much. I learned from him. He loves the Indian culture. I'm talking about music, Indian music, flamenco music, Moroccan music, and I learned from him so much.
I think it's very interesting choice of music that he's interested in, and I think it's kind of important to have this kind of family support and exchange this kind of culture music.
It is. It's actually also increased the connection between the family members. Do you think
That's
so?
true.
Yeah, of course. He's interested in another type of music than me. I am interested in the Middle Eastern,
Oriental.
and, yeah, Oriental music.
You complete each other.
Yeah,
if I
yeah,
may
of
say.
course. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I've already met Mubarak, and I just want to say hello to Mubarak, and he's actually a wonderful person. But getting back to you, Abdulaziz, I would love to ask you, since you played in concerts for a long time, do you plan to stay solo, or do you plan maybe to create a band and travel with your band, or you already do? You have a band?
No, still, I don't have my own band, but inshallah, I will have my band, and there will be all my friends. They are a pianist. I have a pianist with me, and I have a drummer, and I have a guitarist with me. We will be a band, and inshallah, we will go all over the world. Inshallah.
We've seen the report. You went to the United Kingdom and you performed in a live theater.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
would love to have more experience about that.
Actually, my friend, the artist Ali Abdallah, he talked to me and he said that we are going to Newcastle. I said, how, when? And he said, okay, just wait and I will tell you everything. And I waited for maybe 15 minutes or half an hour, and then he called me back and he said, we will go to perform a musical theater there, and we're gonna play for our National Day there in Newcastle for our students there.
You were in Kuwait at the time?
Yeah.
And they gave you the flight tickets and the hotel and everything?
Yes, yes.
I think
that's
that's
nice.
yes, of course, that must have been an amazing experience.
It's one of my best experiences.
It is, it is.
Yeah.
So it's really good. So can you tell us about who's your biggest critic?
He's one.
Okay, who?
He's
Your
my
father? I was gonna say it's probably
Yeah.
your father.
He's my father, yeah. He always wants me to be better, you know?
Of course, I think it's important sometimes because you don't notice your mistakes or the areas that you need to improve on. So to have a critic such as your father, you know he's going to have your best interest at heart. So he's going to be pointing you forward into the right direction.
Yeah,
Of course.
He sees it from another angle than me, you know?
That's true.
Yeah.
And when it comes also to your experiences as the one in Newcastle, which one would you say are the most highlight events of your journey in music?
Except the one in Newcastle.
Except the one in Newcastle. I had the opportunity to play with the professor Abdul Rabb Idris. I was very happy to play with him, and I was honored to play with him. He's like I'm a big fan of him, you know.
So do you think that you have achieved all your goals, or you still have more goals?
No, still.
Would you share with us some of your goals, or you want to keep it a secret until next time?
No, you have to tell us.
Yeah, I'll tell you one of them. Inshallah, I hope to be, I dream to be a music conductor. Yeah, and inshallah, I hope.
Hopefully you will
Yeah,
be.
hopefully.
I'm
I
sure
hope to-
you're a
to
musical
achieve it.
family and you're so passionate about it. I'm sure you will achieve your goals.
Inshallah.
And we are sure about that, but we would love also to know about your next step, and maybe in the 2023 and also next year.
I think in Eid al-Adha we have a concert, but still, we will talk about it.
You don't want to spoil anything for now.
Yeah, still.
No,
Of
but you
course.
have to tell us so we get ready, so we can
He
come.
doesn't want to spoil anything. He wants to put it as a surprise.
You will come.
Okay, so you will give us the information. Inshallah, we will give it to everyone.
Inshallah. Inshallah.
Okay.
Of course, and after this fruitful and lovely interview we had with you, our time is up. And if there's something you would like to add for our dear viewers who are watching right now.
I want to say thank you so much for you guys.
You're welcome.
I am so happy to be with you.
It's our
tonight.
pleasure to have you.
It's my pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're welcome, and thank you for being here with us. We had so much fun to know more about Abdulaziz and about what you love.
Thank
Of
you
course.
so much.
And with that, our dear viewers, we have reached the end of our time. Hope you enjoyed this episode. See you again tomorrow. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Thank you.